Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. Thank you. After that open rolls, enjoy the video. If you could, give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Enjoy. Alright, Raw.
Let's see, what are we on? It's the 25th?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Alright, so, like I said, Jazz and Molly Holly will be my main event tonight. To open the show, I have Chris Jericho coming out, former world champion. Comes out, pretty much makes just quick work because Sean Stasiak, because...
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
It's a good way to use, well, that piece of meat.
Pretty much, yeah. So, big one for Jericho. And then, and this is all throughout the night, so, first, like, promo packages, just, packages of Paul Heyman sitting there, big grin on his face, because he's got a surprise. He's got a big surprise for next week's Raw, a big moment. The number 9 pick, the, NCAA World Champion, top-level wrestling athlete, his beast, before it was called The Beast, his next big thing will be on Monday Night Raw, and he will be showing everyone why he was rated so highly by Mick Foley himself. And throughout these vignettes go on pretty much the whole night, and the after the last one, Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out to the ring and says, "So this piece of crap's getting vignettes, meanwhile Stone Cold Steve Austin's not getting any TV time? What?"
Oh, yes, sir.
That's all right. And then, of course, Al Snow, not knowing any better, the poor bastard's like, "Listen, Austin, at least you got picked. I was the last kid picked on the playground." And of course, Austin's like,
What?
"What?"
So I think that, so I've never started What, so if you start What right now,
Yeah.
that's funny,
Yeah.
because Al Snow being the recipient of it.
Yep.
Oh.
He's like, "I said you got picked." And Austin's like, "What?" "I said you got picked." "What?"
I got picked last.
"What?" And then
He was supposed to be my friend.
he was supposed to be my friend. "You're my friend, man."
Well, I meant Nick. You know,
Yeah.
Nick got picked.
Nick's supposed to be my best friend, and he didn't pick me, man. And of course, Al Snow's walking around with head. He's like, "Come on, guys." And he's walking back and forth, and then turns around to Austin, and
Of
Austin
course.
just stuns him.
Oh, I love it.
And then he picks up head and goes and stuns head, just for fun. And then Austin leaves. But it's just basically setting up the point of Austin's upset.
Yes.
So just
Yeah.
keep that.
Which is very true in real life.
Yes, keep that in the back of your mind. But Brock will debut next week. Austin's son, Al Snow. And then main event is Molly Holly versus my women's champion, Jazz. This is Jazz's first match on the show. I want to give them about 25-ish minutes because they can both go.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, and what you're doing is you're establishing a new standard for this entire division. So I think it's smart to start strong.
Exactly.
In that way.
And they're not out in the ring. It's a quote unquote locker room sellout at the monitors. They're putting on a technical classic.
Well, here's the cool thing. JR can sell that in his headset. He can say, "What is that?
What?
Are you really?" And JR's like, or not JR, Jerry Lawler.
There it is.
So Jim will be confused, but Jerry's like, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
And so because we aren't going to be able to change Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah.
And so he's like, show me. And so we can have a camera cut where all the women are watching on the monitor what is being done in the ring to fully lay out how important this is for all of them, not just the two in the ring.
Exactly.
So, I like that a lot.
Yep. But yeah, so good stuff around, locker room sellout in the back. Molly goes for the Molly go round, misses, and Jazz. I wanted to give her something that really, like, I wanted to change her finisher, basically, because I don't remember what their finisher is.
Can I give a suggestion? I don't know if you have this in mind.
Oh, please.
But so the Molly go round was Molly jumping off the top, hitting and flipping into a Hurricane Rana into a pinning combination.
Pretty much.
But in my mind, if Jazz, who is very strong,
Yes.
can catch Molly and not do the rotation for the pin, but just powerbomb her one,
straight powerbomb,
pick her back up, powerbomb her two, and pick her back up, powerbomb her three, and then hold her down. I think that I don't know if the fans will get behind her and do like they do with Drew McIntyre and go 3, 2, 1. But if they could in 2002 get behind Jazz so strong that she does the triple powerbomb as her finish, and with her being a strong and defending champion, obviously you would have to plant somebody in the crowd for the first time, but plant somebody in the crowd for the first time, and then so she hits the first one, they go 1. Then she hits the second one, they go 2. She hits the third one, they go 3. And you can even call it countdown to destruction or
countdown to devastation,
whatever,
something
like that. Because that's what she is. She's an unstoppable force.
Yeah, she's a dominant. She's basically China, but in the 2000s.
Well, and a little shorter, but but she's still stout. She's still stout.
I'm about to say she's stacked though.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's got muscles on her muscles.
Yes. And so I don't know if that's what you had in mind, but that's immediately what I envisioned.
I was actually about to ask you for suggestions because I was thinking of a gorilla press slam, but those never really look good. That's more of a transitional move.
Well, I think that this is just a great way to start it because it'll seem like it happened. It'll happen
in the heat of the moment.
Exactly, and then you just keep it going.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you plant some fans in there to start the count, oh yes, please do that. Let's cheat.
But so after the match, obviously they put on a banger, hell of a finish. The crowd was actually like standing ovation. I would hope.
Well, we can at least have Mick. So, here's what you do. So, before you get to the finish spot, we've already established the women we're watching. Yeah. The next time we cut back there, mix with them. And so, then what we'll do is we'll try and encourage the fans to do the standing ovation by having Mick and the ladies come out on the ramp and do the old ECW goodbye spot. So, we're not saying goodbye to them, but not every time, but a lot of times when talents would leave ECW, they would have the stage sellout where they would give the hugs and kisses goodbye to the folks. Yep. And so if Mick does that with all the ladies, I think it might help encourage the fans to play along.
Got it.
So I think that's a smart play on that one.
Appreciate it. But so Jazz raises Molly's hand because Molly's incredible and deserves her flowers.
Love it.
She pats her on the back, says, "I appreciate you. You're awesome, and I hope to do this again with you sometime." And then Jazz raises her AEW Women's Championship,
which is very pretty,
very beautiful belt. That eyes will flash on the screen now.
Yes, of course. That's why I brought it up, because I was planning on popping it up.
Excellent.
But speaking of championships and title defenses, last week William Regal smarted his way into the IC title. Edge was not pleased with this, so he Do You Think You Know Me comes out to the ring.